Yeah. Give me a sec.
I hit pretty hard. My heart won't open. How about yours?
Works great.
Right. When you get done fooling around, I could use some help.
Did I do something wrong? Because the only thing I regret about you and me, not knowing you were a spook when we first met. I would have been a lot less charming.
That's what I missed most about you, Buck. Where your mouth was always a little faster than your brain. Look, don't start about my job. We both agreed to end it.
That was years ago, Veronica. I'm a little fuzzy on the details. Must have met a lot of other saps since then. Why pick me for the safari?
First, you're the best soldier I know, and second, I don't remember that night. What you asked me in the morning?
I remember not getting an answer.
Say again, Buck. You're breaking up.
I said stay put. I'm on my way.
We missed our LZ. This grid is packed with Covenant. Be careful.
I appreciate the concern.
Won't be much of a rescue if you're dead.
What's up, guys? Hokey Bird here, bringing you the Noob's Guide to Legendary for the first mission of the Halo 3 ODST campaign, Tayari Plaza. Now, the first encounter here is a dropship with 2 squads of brutes leading huge squads of grunts. Now, notice their behavior here if you don't shoot them right away. They're actually coming up this ramp to investigate, and what that essentially does is hand delivers you a plasma pistol. Now, the assault rifle in Halo 3 was awesome, and I still swear by it in Halo 3. But in Halo 3 ODST, the assault rifle has gotten either a huge nerf or brute power armor has gotten a huge buff, and the assault rifle simply isn't an effective weapon against brutes anymore. So swap out your assault rifle for a plasma pistol, and then from this ramp, start picking off grunts with your pistol. Once all the grunts in a brute's squad have been killed, the brute will actually charge you down. He'll essentially go berserk. So that would be your cue to combo him with the plasma pistol. Now, like I mentioned in Prepare to Drop, the weapons that brutes carry are pretty random. In this case, it was just about best case scenario. One had a plasma rifle and the other had a spiker. Those are pretty short range weapons and they don't do a whole lot of damage. Worst case scenario is going to be brute shots and carbines, but this strategy will still work against those as long as you use cover.
Trooper, over here! I saw your pod hit. You're one lucky SOB.
See any more come down?
Ah, negative. But I didn't see much of anything after that flash. But listen, some of these buildings are open. Should be able to get inside. Flank the Covenant on the streets.
Roger that. Thanks.
Now, hopefully after that first encounter, you're carrying 3 plasma grenades. So stick 1, stick 2, and the guy behind him. Then move back around the corner, pull out your plasma pistol, and combo the other 2 brutes. The last one will always have a brute shot, so watch out for that. Try to jump around so that it doesn't hit you. And now that all the brutes are down, we actually are going to go into this building and up onto the 2nd and 3rd floors in order to get some pistol ammo. Now, watch closely and see where I pick up the pistol ammo here.
What the hell happened here?
Final notice. Bill past due.
Now, I'm not actually sure where the pistol ammo here actually is. I've gone into the theater mode, but it's unfortunately too dark because you don't have visor in the pan cam, and the building is in shadow. We'll worry about that again in a little bit. For now, grab a health pack, and then this 3rd floor of this building is an excellent vantage point to pick off these grunts in the next alley without getting torn up by the brute or the plasma turret. And again, in this case, now that I've killed all the grunts in this brute squad, he's actually going to charge me down. If you leave one or two, you'll have to wait until you move up to take out the brute. Okay, now that he's down, back to the mysterious pistol ammo. You noticed me pick up some on the second floor. Sometimes you don't pick it up automatically and you have to jump. And notice here, I pick up more when I crouch over this body. No, I'm not teabagging it. So as far as I can tell, the pistol ammo is like inside the floor there. But pick it up because you're gonna need it. And if you need a health pack, there's another one up here. This is also another good vantage point to take out the grunts in this alleyway without getting torn up by the plasma turret. When you're ready to take out the plasma turret, you could try to headshot it with your pistol, but this is the Noob's Guide to Legendary, and we're going to do things the easy way. So grab the brute shot and unload on him.
Reloading.
You can even shoot that plasma battery just for fun. And then, of course, grab your pistol. Again, with the random weapons with brutes, occasionally the brute in this alleyway has a carbine. If he did, grab that instead of having a plasma rifle. It'll be a nice luxury, but you don't need it per se. Now around this corner, you're going to find a jackal sniper up in that raised platform. Take him out first thing. Now that shouldn't be a problem because jackal snipers have gotten a huge nerf since Halo 3. They're actually pretty terrible shots now, and they don't even kill you in one shot if you're at full health.
Veronica, what's with all the dead elites?
What do you mean?
Looks like a family feud, like they were killed by brutes. Is there something I should know?
It's classified.
Some things never change.
The rest of the combat here is pretty simple, just headshots with your pistol and the 1-2 combo on jackals. The only thing I can say is use cover. Watch out for the 2 jackal marksmen in the back. They have carbines, and don't try to use grenades. Grenades, for some reason, arc really weirdly in this game, and they just aren't effective against these enemies. Just move from cover to cover and keep moving up. Take out all the jackals and the grunts, and the 2 jackal marksmen back there. Once everything's been taken out, grab the carbines from the 2 jackal marksmen, as well as the beam rifle from the jackal sniper. Sometimes you'll find it up here in the tower, or sometimes you'll find it at the base by the gravity lift.
Trooper, we're pinned down. Cut through this building. Hit him from behind.
Okay, so hopefully you have a beam rifle and a carbine. Grab a health pack and carbine ammo. Take out all these marksmen. They're actually not snipers, they're all marksmen. I will point out the snipers for you when we see them. Take out these jackals down here. You can either use the carbine or your beam rifle because there are plenty of beam rifles around here for you to use. And then head inside this building and take out the jackal sniper like so.
Buck, location.
Almost there. What's wrong?
Multiple hostiles closing on my position. Listen carefully. If I don't make it...
Whoa! Hang on, I'll be right there!
Too late, they spotted me.
Damn it, no! Veronica! Talk to me! Don't move! I'm coming, you hear?
Now, unfortunately, I couldn't really explain it, but there's a jackal sniper right outside that doorway, and what I did was fire the carbine just a couple times to draw him out. Then as I move out the doorway, there's a jackal sniper in that building. Again, jackal snipers are terrible shots, and you should have little trouble taking him out if you have a beam rifle. Next, I'll pick off as many enemies as I can from still inside this doorway. I don't want to move outside just yet because there's another jackal sniper to my left. But what I can do, instead of fighting from this doorway, is I can go downstairs where I'm completely covered from that jackal sniper. and then I'll essentially just pick off all the rest of them from down here. Now there's a marksman there, he's not a big deal. And there's health packs down here if he shoots you one too many times. But before you move out of cover, you want to take out this guy. And now you can safely move out from under here. And oh no, my beam rifle only has 16 shots left in it. Whatever shall I do? I know, I'm gonna go get another one. And from up here, you also have an excellent angle on this plasma turret to just take it out in one shot, assuming that you don't miss. And then just use the beam rifle to take out everything that's left. Do not leave a single one standing. Now I wasn't sure if it was completely clear here, so I just fired a couple shots to draw anything out, and I'm glad that I did because a brute with a brute shot reared his head. Okay, now that everything's down, I'm gonna go get myself a shotgun. Why? Because we have hunters coming up. And the shotgun is simply your best option here. Now there's actually 2 shotguns in this area, but you only really need one of them, so I just always go for this one. The other one's in the building back there and up on the 3rd floor, but you can explore that if you want to. I'm not going to go into that. Full clip plus 12 rounds is plenty to take out these hunters, and this is really the only hard part of this mission.
Hunters? Oh, no, I do not have time for this!
Now, what I'm about to do is definitely not easy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these guys on using a shotgun. And the shotgun is actually very effective as long as you can swing around the back of the hunter and shoot him in the back. The trick is getting behind him in the first place without getting meleeed to death. Now, one of the things that I found worked really well was to shoot the hunter as you move around to your left side, his right side, whichever arm does not have the shield, and it kind of stuns him as you go, and then you can get behind him and shoot him in the back, and it only takes a couple shots. And the reason that I'm comfortable recommending this strategy is because if you really want to, or if you simply can't make it work with the shotgun, you can just run by these guys without fighting them.
Attention, travelers. Lost items can be claimed on lower level.
There's a pod. Need to find a way down.
The only thing standing between you and the end of the mission are 3 grunts, so take them out with the carbine. You can either jump down or you can take the stairs, doesn't matter.
I'm here. I gotcha. Oh, nuts. Whoa, whoa! Whoa! What the heck was that? You ever seen one before? Hey, Romeo, you got your ears on?
Oh, I get it. Permission to speak, smartass.
No, I don't know what it was. But it was gonna grease your ass good. Just like it did the captain.
Yeah, maybe. You're from Mickey, Dutch?
Negative.
The rookie. We need to get above this crap. Link with the B-net. One of our drones must have seen where they hid.
So we're popping smoke in the lady's mission? She ever tell you what she wanted?
No. Never. Doesn't matter. All I care about now is getting my men out of this city.
Even you.